Second Nature for Children is in the house. I hope everyone is doing well. Coach, how you doing today?
Great, man. Great as always. What's up?
Absolutely, man. I'm so excited to come once again with you, man, to bring this information to be informative with and to our people, man. And I love our youth. I love our youth, Coach. I want to say that right off the rip, man. And we got to do a lot of work to help our children because our children are in trouble, and working with children for over 3 decades and dealing in the youth prison, defects, group homes, 22 years, ministering to nothing but killers of over in what they will call the most notorious jail in the country, covering 6 North and 7 North. So it's just a couple of things I know that I can speak on from my experience and from me observing and dealing with organizations that's dealing with our mental state, America, mental health of Georgia, and dealing with certain things like that. So there's a lot of work that we got to get done in the community. So as we come in just for a minute, I would like for everyone to come in, make sure you subscribe. Let's build this channel. Make sure you share this information because you need this information, or you know 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people who need this information. So make sure you share this information. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. I'm excited. This was our second month for the challenge that we have every month. And that's taking that 7 days. Every month, we're going to come in that first full week of each month. And we're going to take a challenge where it's something, I don't care if you need to start trying to lose weight. I don't care if it's a book that you've been wanting to write and you keep putting it off. But for 7 days, I need you to work on something to challenge yourself, to work on taking your life to another level, or to sacrifice, do something you've been thinking about doing, but you haven't got started yet. And we're as a matter of fact, this was the week that we have done it. So if anyone would like to share anything that they was able to accomplish this week, you know, you can hit the comments or shoot me an email if you want to keep it private at snfchildren@gmail.com. And I would love to hear, you know, how you're taking your life to another level. So, Coach, tonight, man, I want to talk about, do you think Blacks will change anytime soon? And you posed a question to me with dealing with the soonness of it. And I would say this right here, Coach. Do you think that within our lifetime, if we can get us another 50 years in this thing, if we can get us another 50 years in this thing, do you think that we could see a big change for people of color as a group to move us forward? So in order for us to change, when we begin to talk about change, so I want to make sure that I answered that for you, Coach. Let's just take the next 50 years. We'll work with the next 50 years, okay? Okay. So I'm going to answer that like I always do. Do I think that Blacks will make a change anytime soon? I don't see it. So my answer would be no. As a group, I don't see it. Because there's a lot of work that has to be done that I don't see us as a people doing. And it's going to take more than just all of a sudden you waking up, I'm changed, I'm good, I'm with you, let's do this. It's a lot of work that must be done to re-stimulate and recharge and renew and of the mind. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a process. So I don't see anytime soon as a group we doing anything to make a change. Now, let's discuss it as to change is to become different. That's hard for a lot of us, Coach, to become different than you are. When you've been doing something for so long, now you're being asked to do something different, to not be alike, to be unlike the norm, not the same, to be separate, not like others. So we are a formality people, a custom people. So a lot of times we go along to get along. You understand? And so until we come in as individuals to form a group of doers, see, we don't have enough doers because there's so many other things, especially in this era that we're in with social media and things like that, till we're caught up in a lot of other things. And then once you go out on Facebook, once you go out on YouTube, you see, here's a fact. I love facts. You see where we gravitate, like I said, once again, towards so many things that does not move us forward or elevate us as a people. So I don't see anytime soon, especially the groups that are together now, doing anything that I could see and say, wow, I see that group doing something that is elevating or moving a group of people forward. Now, watch this. I'm not everywhere. I don't see everything. I don't read everything. So if you know a group, I'm not talking about a person. Hell, I'm looking at an individual right now that I see that's making a difference as an individual. I'm talking about a group, us as a system moving forward. So I don't see that at all, Coach. I don't see that at all. And so I would love to bring what I would call doers together. Now, if we're reaching, I have someone to reach out to me all the way from Romania. So we've just been on the air since like December, and we're reaching out. So even if we just had one or two people from each state that clicks on, just one out of hundreds of thousands of people that's in that state, if we could just get one or two to click on as a doer and say, you know what, I'm ready to take my life to another level so we can come together to make a difference to help our youth. If you know of anyone who's doing anything to elevate us as a people, as a group, and doing great things in the community for the youth, man, shoot me a comment. I love to hear it. I love to see it. Shoot me an email if you would like to come on. Let's talk about it. snfchildren@gmail.com. What I love to do, Coach, is I love facts. That's what I love. That's so when I'm having a conversation with someone, if I have an opinion and they have an opinion, then we can agree on our opinions and let's move on. But I'm not going to be going back and forth with you. I see too much of that's going on. That's why we're not moving forward as a people. So I love facts, Coach, and not belief. I don't deal with belief. And when I deal with it, if I believe, I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to believe in myself, and I'm going to believe in that which dwells within me. Now, if I see you're doing something that I could be like, oh, okay, I see they're really working to make a difference, but you're gonna have to show me that. And I don't see that in us as a group, as a people. So that's why starting today, we're gonna work on bringing doers together, and we're gonna deal with facts. And we're gonna see, Coach, how many people that we can pull in to come in to develop a group of individuals who's really ready to go out and make a difference, man. That's what we're going to work on. So I just want to pose this question to you before I even move any further. Do you think, Coach, blacks would change anytime soon. What you think about that?
I think so. But like I always say, man, it's not going to be willingly. It's going to be circumstances, a situation or situations that put us in a bind where we have no choice. You know, individually, yeah, you say it all the time, you see it all the time. The traction is picking up individually, but collectively, now it has to be something. I hate to say drastic, you know, something, because it always, if you look at it, it always happens like that. And when we do come together, we just do it for that moment. We might pick up a little traction, become somewhat a movement, and then it would just fizzle out, you know. But it has to be something that's going, okay, you don't have a choice. You got to see it but him. We got to see it but her. We got to see but each other. It has to be like that, but that's how I see it happen. You know?
Okay. Okay.
That's how I see it happening.
Okay. And kind of piggyback on that a little bit, like I always like to do, and catch certain things that you say. And so you think that within the next, I put it at 50 years. I put it at 50 years because you say you think that as a group or a unit of people of color, that there will be a change. What kind of change? Just give you a second. What kind of change do you think may happen? Now, I'm gonna tell you, so maybe if you want to kind of think about this a little bit, I'm gonna deal with, when I come back on, I'm gonna deal with what I teach in, dealing with the mind, the body, and the soul. I'm gonna deal with that right there. So what do you think, further as us changing as a people, what do you think that we need to change to do that would move us forward as a people?
I said, for one thing, leveraging our economic power. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We spend more than anybody. We number one consumer. Now that, by far, we up there as far as consumers. Everything else we below, but consumers, we number one. Could it be that because we really don't have a lot of the stuff we desire or require? That's a possibility. You know what I mean? But we'll have to leverage our buying power. You know what I mean? Turn that into something for us collectively.
And you know, by you saying that right there, I would have to go with what we spend, maybe what,
a couple billion a day.
I'm saying I had numbers where it's like 2 billion on Air Jordans, 4 billion on nickel, 30 billion on hair, weave, and nails. And I'm talking about so I'm trying to see what has happened to us as a people, because we make everybody else, other cultures and other groups of people rich. We make them, we make them wealthy.
Yeah.
What has happened to us as a people, you think, that we can't even come together? So that all of that money that we spend on ourselves to make ourselves more glamorous, to make other cultures wealthy. So I don't see, when I think about that, I don't see as a group, how can you stop those certain groups of people to make that change mentally? How you gonna stop them when they are more materialistic than caring about, we got children over here hungry. I would rather take my money and put it into a pair of Jordans for my 3-month-old who won't be able to wear them next month. You understand what I'm saying? I would rather take $500 or however much they cost, put them into my baby because I got to show my baby off. You understand? So by next month, that little foot gonna be in groove. Now that look, they can't even wear them little joints no more. Well, we have many of us. I don't know how many of us that goes into what they would call the low income community. And when I think about that community that I'm in every day, it helps me answer some of these questions that I come up with dealing with the Black community, because man, I don't see us in those communities that I'm in changing any time soon. And if they don't change, coach, that means, listen to what it means. That means that their children is picking up those same bad habits.
Yep.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
And even if it's one or two of the children, it'd be like, you know what, I don't want to live like that. It end up going another way. Statistically, look at all the other children that are following, you know, the way that the parents are carrying themselves. So that's why I don't see it. And that's why we're going to have to start something new. We're going to have to start something new. We're going to have to pull people in one at a time. It just picking one at a time. Because if we were talking about shake your booty, alcohol, sports, music, man, let me tell you something. It wouldn't take but a second for us to blow up and, you know, subscribers. And so it lets me know where our attention. But when someone is trying to bring out wisdom and knowledge to help us move forward as a people, man, we click off of that quick. So that lets me know until someone can show me different. And when I speak this boldly, coach, I would love to be shown something, not told nothing different. I don't need you to tell me that if you can't prove it to me or show me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I can show you where all throughout the United States, not just here in Atlanta, I'm talking about all throughout the United States, in certain communities that they call the low income, man, we off the chain in those communities. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we are sure enough lost as a people. Now, let me tell you this. I want to start a group up of doers, okay? And I'm talking about, I don't want to work off of hope. I don't want to work off hope, coach. I don't want to work off hope. I don't want to work off hope. I don't want to work off desire. I don't want to work off desire. I don't want to work off desire. Coach, I don't want to work off faith. I don't want to work off faith. I don't want to work off faith without those three, hope, desire, and faith. If we're not doing nothing ourselves, if we're not doing nothing ourselves, hope, desire, and faith, it don't mean nothing. That's why we must come together as a people and begin to do. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Hey, you got anything you want to share?
Everybody's not gonna come together. What percentage will? What percentage will not? I don't know, but everybody's not gonna do it. Because when you struggling hand to mouth, like they say, paycheck to paycheck, the last thing you thinking about is coming together for the betterment of everyone when you struggling. So some people are just not gonna, not gonna make it because their priorities is self first. And I get that, you know what I mean? And to some degree, you can see it's gonna get worse because of, they don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it, inflation. Yeah, it's here. It probably hit more so first of the year or whatever, but it's here. And it's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So yeah, everybody's not gonna make it. And even the ones that are willing, to some degree, they're gonna put themselves or their situation, family, whatever you first. And you can't blame them for that.
Absolutely. I'm
So
with you.
yeah, so you know, you got whatever percentage you're gonna write off, I don't know, 10, 20%, maybe more than that. You gotta write them off on account of they can be doing their own thing regardless because they keep trying to keep their head from, above water, trying to keep their head above water. You know what I mean? So that kind of cancels out. But I hate to have to say it,
Say it.
but that's the
Say the
only
truth.
way, man, I see us, like I said, coming together. We can have to be forced. It has to be a situation drastic. I don't want. Well, yeah. Let me go. I couldn't use all the words, but I ain't trying to paint one of them pictures. But
Okay.
it had to be a situation where, hey, man, we have no choice.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's the best I see that. Yeah.
All right. And when I when I stated earlier, piggyback once again on what you said. Well, people gonna gravitate more on trying to help themselves first. I definitely understand that. Watch this. I hope people understand when I say I want to bring doers together. Okay. To bring these doers together, we'll come together and we'll do a live Zoom. That's to work on the people that are willing to take their lives to another level, to elevate, for us to work together.
Okay.
So what I mean is this right here. When you deal with the mind, the body, and the soul, it umbrellas, and then it has a lot of subtitles up under the body. The body. Then you got subtitles, uh, overweight, diabetes, whatever. You got subtitles. When you deal with the mind, then you have subtitles where you got issues, whether you got a disorder, whether you got an illness. When you deal with the soul, it has subtitles. Everyone, coach, and this is why this is so simple to me, that I want to make it simple to people. As we come in, I'm not asking you to go out and begin to do this and do that and do this and do that for other people. I'm asking you to come in and be willing, if you're not balanced in your own life, to get balance in your life so we can go out and do work. You understand? Now you see, right. And I hope everybody understand that we all have certain things that we're dealing with. So I'm not asking you to come in and be more concerned about what's going on outside than in your house. What I'm asking you is, let's come in together, let's work and make sure that we all are working on being balanced in our bodies, minds, and souls so we can go out and help others.
I got you.
Are you with me? So that's why I said earlier, we'll have to come in as individuals. You understand what I'm saying? It'll only be ones that are willing, and wherever your problem or wherever your issue or wherever you say, if you're overweight, I'm telling you, if you're overweight, once we come in together and begin to work together, I answer your questions further as what you need to do to get in shape. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not asking you to go help somebody else. I'm telling you that if you come in, I got you. If you're struggling with some type of issue, dealing mentally, with my affiliation with the mental organizations that I deal with my classes and the things that I've been through in my study, if I can help you through those, then we'll work, even if we got to do a one-on-one. If I need to move you to another level to get you help at a higher level, I got you. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Once we come to the soul part of it, we're not doing religion at all. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care. All that belief, I don't care. What we'll work to do is to make sure and teach how to make sure that you are connected to you and that which dwells within you, and learning how to take the principle that dwells within you and how to apply them so that you can take your life to another level. Because, coach, a lot of us are not doing well because we're unhealthy physically. Are you with me?
Yep, yep.
A lot of us, coach, are not doing well mentally because a lot of times we're making bad decisions or we're dealing with a lot of trauma of things that happened in our past or things that we're going through right now that we don't know how to mentally get over it. That's going on right now. A lot of us, coach, are struggling spiritually because, as we talked about in one of our other videos, a lot of us are lost spiritually. And we search. And let me tell you something. One of the sickest places I ever been in my life is the church. And I can been in many hospitals. But the church has the sickest people that I've ever been around. When I was the prayer director over 2000 and dealing with the prayers that was coming in every week, I had to do all these prayers, what people praying about, People been coming to church so long, coach, they're just spiritually dead. Spiritually, these are facts. These are facts. Most folks that are going to the church, and I come from the Black Baptist church, okay? They are spiritually dead. You can go on a Sunday morning and walk up into a church. You'll see some of the most unhealthy people. You'll see some of the most mentally ill issues, disorder people, and you'll see some of the most spiritually lost people. Those are facts. I've done my homework. I've done the observation. I lived it. I've even had times when I left out the church and I would catch people in the vestibule of the church. And I would say, hey, what pastor preached on today? Man, if 10 people walked by me, if one was able to give me that scripture, I had a good Sunday. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm. So you just came into a place where you're supposed to be growing spiritually. And from reading a lot of these prayers, I'm seeing that we're not growing spiritually. So that lets me know that we're just in this place, in this building for custom or formality. You understand? We're not maturing. So once we come together as the doers, we can leave all that. Your belief is your belief. If your belief is taking you to another level, if it's moving you forward, great. That's what we need. Now, for you to tell me that your faith or your belief is doing this and doing that, I need to see your work. That's what the book says. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
It's not just verbal. I need to see your work. So I don't want to just listen to you. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to tell me your faith or your belief. I don't care. Just let me see your work. That's all I want to see. I don't care what religion you are, because I have people right now that I deal with that does not even deal with the faith-based churches and things like that. But I see them doing more work than the so-called believers. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
So I'm gonna let you go back in, but I'm gonna put it out there right now. If you want to become a doer and you want to make a difference, first to work on balancing your life out. Yeah, absolutely. We all have to work on ourselves first. Can't go out and help somebody else sick if you sick. We have to work on ourselves first. And we'll come in and we'll begin to do live Zooms together, to work together, to help each other. Send me your email. Now we're going to see our people willing to make this change. Because in order for you to do what I'm getting ready to ask you to do, you got to change. It's something you got to do different. So I'm putting it out here right now, coach, so you can hear, because you said you think we're going to make the change. I don't even see something drastic changing us to move us forward. I see something drastic happening as it has happened throughout the years up to now, and we act a fool for about a week and a half, and then it died down. I want you to think about, as we sit here right now, this truth something else. Every incident, we just had somebody shoot us up in a supermarket.
True.
Let me ask you this. When the last time you heard anything about it? just shot us up. I just want you to, when the last time, okay. Coach, it not even nothing drastic is bringing us together to make a difference. We'll act a fool for a week. So, coach, I'm telling you, and somebody can show me something different. I would love to see it. I don't see no time soon. And that makes our children, they're in trouble because we're not doing nothing now to make a difference for them. What we waiting on them to make a difference, they're not going to make a difference, because if we don't do something to help them, now social media got them, and social media and the system, they doing a thing on them. You understand what I'm saying?
They already got them. I feel they already got them.
They are absolutely. So if we don't come together as doers to help ourselves so we can help our children, coach, no time soon. No time soon. I don't care how much hope you have. I don't care how much desire you have. I don't care how much faith you have. If we don't do nothing, those three words don't mean nothing. That's the truth, coach. And one thing I've learned, if I don't tell the truth, that's shame on me, coach. But if you can't handle the truth, then that's shame on you. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
I'm going to let you get ready to go in, coach. Go in and share some things with them, whatever you got on your mind.
Well, the fact that you said what you said as far as doers coming together, getting themselves situated, right? In order to go out and do. I mean, I got that, but that's like the same thing you've been saying before when you ask people if you need help in these areas. So my question to you is, since you've been on, I teach that in December, and you've been asking people, you need help, shoot me an email, whatever, let's link up.
Absolutely.
How has that response been thus far?
I can answer that right there. I've had people to shoot me or say something maybe on a comment, but I haven't had anyone to come in, coach, and say, let's do it.
Okay.
So once again, I'm glad you asked me that, coach. Glad you asked me that. I haven't had anyone to come in. I've been putting this out there that the help is here. If you want help with your mind, your body, your soul, coach, I haven't had anybody to come in and say, hey, let's do it. That's another reason I'm telling you, I don't see no time soon. So now I'm putting it out there again. If you want to come in as a doer, to let's work as individuals to help balance our lives out. SNF children at gmail.com. SNF children at gmail.com. Shoot me your email. I get in contact with you. We'll begin to put these classes together. We'll come live on Zoom and do them. Now I'm putting it out there for everybody to hear, for everybody to see. And I hope people can prove me wrong. But as I stand right now, I don't see us making no change to come together as a people to move forward. No time soon. Prove me wrong. Coach, we got a minute or so left. You want to close us out?
We might be the issue then. We're not looking at everybody else looking at it. It could be that. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I always said, man, keep evolving, man. Keep evolving and get that good diet. That good diet in terms of motivation, knowledge, that would not only change your life, but change others around you. You know, keep evolving and keep dreaming too, man. Whoever had a dream, I know you probably push it back because of circumstances, but keep dreaming and keep trying to do something directly, indirectly, every day, you know, to attain that dream, man. And please, man, please do your best to prove my man wrong, man. Please do your best to prove him wrong. I'm rooting for us, but come on, man, help me. People, help me, please help me. Okay.
Hey,
That's about it, man.
hey, I'm gonna leave it right. I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm with you, coach. Prove me wrong. Hey, go subscribe, hit that thumbs up, share this information. And until we come together again, coach, thank you so much and much love to you.
I appreciate you. All right.